Red 18, Red 18!
Glad to have you with us from Music City, USA, Nissan Stadium in Nashville. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Houston Cougars. Along with David Collins and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Houston has been home to some great college football traditions throughout the years, from Heisman Trophy winner Andre Ware and the run-and-gun offense, Space City Financial Stadium, 40,000 plus strong. Houston trying to get back into the college football narrative. Nice?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He won't get it. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Makes it past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Got enough for the first. There he goes. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Louisville!
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Makes a grab and room to run. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Finds his man. It's Young. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Back to pass. Looking left. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They'll move the tight end. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Turning it on! Give him 88 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Might have a chance. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Just beats his man to the football.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hughes.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running inside. It's Hughes. Can't get him to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Maybe some room here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver going in motion. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Houston going up tempo. Dropping back, it's Henderson. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
They'll send the back in motion. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He wants to change this route. to throw. It's Henderson. He tries to take the top off. Upstairs to make the catch. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. Man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it on the move. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Absolutely center cut. That brings them to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jennings. He's chased out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and now they're backed up after that poor return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Breaks into the open. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, to take a breath and exhale.
The RPO, it's complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Kick is in the air. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air, it's Henderson. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QB ever saw the defender, he's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Again, it's Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The hurry-up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Working that left side now, and he's dragged down. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Wants to throw it again. Stepping to the right. Uncorks one to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Ducks who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Got his man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Pulls it in. It's Walker. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Motion from the wideout. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Cougars have this offense rolling. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. Grabbed over the middle, it's McGarry. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Hughes. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Offense with jumbo personnel. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Finds the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling.
Drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 30 short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. The sure hands, it's straight.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To the air, it's Henderson. He's going to take off. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Houston wants to play fast.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Escapes the pressure going right. Got it in the middle, it's straight. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man on the right. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run inside, it's Hughes. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And, man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches. Finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hasn't been on the same page.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Brown to begin the drive. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Being chased. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Cardinals come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And they get him down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Buys a little time. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with the W.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. One more time, it's Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout Houston, their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Again, it's Brown. There's got enough space. Touchdown Cardinals. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield is Henderson. Zings it complete to the right. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He'll pull it down. Makes the grab inside the 30. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And after that big completion with no timeouts, you need to clock it right now. You need to spike the ball, save some clock, knowing you've got to throw this ball into the end zone, give yourself a chance to win.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Under fire. And they got it. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. Offense changing the play. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here. The result of the play stands. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And now I'm just saying one more stop. Come on, guys. We know they're passing the football. We know they got to get to the end zone for them to beat us. We are not going to let that happen. We're going to play deep to shallow, tackle them in bounds. This ball game's over. One more play for this defense.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cougar! They move on top here in the 4th.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams, really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive, great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David